So today we're making a pork butt in a crock pot, or not a crock pot, in a Dutch oven, in the oven, letting it cook all day. And we first need to get our butt nice and dry. By using some paper towels. You can see that shoulder bone. And then we need to score the top of it. And go down just through the fat. Just like that. And then we need to go the other way. This will give us nice little crispies and allow that seasoning to get down into the meat on the fat side. I'm gonna wash my hands. And now I'm just gonna take some olive oil and drizzle that on it. This just to give us something to get the seasonings to stick to. You gotta go on all four sides. And I'm going to start with something we call Our Butts Are Smoking Championship Barbecue Seasoning Ozark Heat. You can find this online. The oven's been preheated to 240. So we got to get our seasonings on. We need to make it pretty liberal. This gives it just a little bit of a spicy kick, not a lot. It's not like really smoking hot to where the kids would go, it's too hot, but it gives it a great flavor. We want to get down in between all those cracks. And then some kosher salt. And while I'm at it, some black pepper. We need to get that on all four sides. So I'm going to let that just rest while I cut up my onions that I'm going to need after I sear this off in the Dutch oven. So let me get this onion chopped up. I'm just going to do a real rough cut. Okay, I've got the stove top on medium high and heating up my Dutch oven. And I'm going to go ahead and put some vegetable oil, just enough to coat the bottom. And we're going to sear this off. This thing's pretty big, so I'm going to take 2 of these tongs to be able to put it in there. I'm going to sear the edges, bottoms, and the end. Does a couple things. It helps to get that crispy bark started. Plus it adds some flavor into the pot. See, this bottom part where all the fat is, that's the one I'm going to sear the most. I can't. I have a bigger pot. I should have probably used that one instead of this one. But this will work. It'll shrink down. Take it out. We'll put our onions in. Now, once those onions are browned, I'm going to add a little liquid smoke. Try to simulate cooking this out on the barbecue grill, which is very hard to do because you got to control the temperature to 220, 230 for 7-8 hours, which I'm going to. That was the last of it that I had, but I'm going to let this go for about 7 hours in the oven. In the last last 2 hours, I'm going to take the lid off, let these tops brown up really nice. So put the meat back in. Put the cover on. And I'm going to put that in the oven. So there, it's in the oven at 240, and we're going to leave it there for about 7-8 hours. To go with our pulled pork sliders, I mean, you got to have coleslaw. So we're going to make some coleslaw. And I know this, in fact, this may be a little bit different, but typically on YouTube you see everything made from scratch, but we learned 30 years ago that there's no better coleslaw, and you just can't make a better coleslaw from scratch than using, hope you can see that, Marzetti's coleslaw dressing, the original. And to do this, the secret is to just pour the dressing on top, and you always make your coleslaw the night before, because it's got to sit in the refrigerator overnight. For that size bag, which is how many ounce? I don't know. It's 16 ounce. For 16 ounces, we'll use a half a jar of Marzetti's. For the full size bag, for 2 bags, then you'd use the whole jar, but all you need is a half. Pour it on top and then spread it around. And that will then sink down into the slaw overnight. If I put it all in and mix it, then the slaw just shrinks right down and you get a lot of water. This way, it's much better, trust me. So you remember on our coleslaw, we just put the Marzetti's dressing on top and let it sit in the refrigerator overnight. Now we're ready to mix it up. This allows you to, if you didn't let it just sit on top, it would really make you have soggy coleslaw. You know, maybe you like it that way. And I don't mind it actually, but this makes it, gives it that, keeps that crunch. So when you put it on your slider on top of the pulled pork, it just has a little bit of crunch still to it, but it still has the flavor marinated into the coleslaw. Okay, so I took it out of the oven, as you can see, and I removed the lid for the last hour, and I had it in there for, let's see, 7.5 hours. So for the last hour, I took the lid off in order to get these little crispy bits on the top. Now what we can do, adjust my camera here, is take some of that out and put it into this bowl. What I'll probably do is take all of it out. See, it just pulls apart. And you can tell, look, see all the juice in here. And that, I did not add anything to this. I just let that fat that was in the pork butt melt down. And so we get lots of juice. So easy to just pick it out of there because it is so tender. And this is the bone. It comes completely off the bone beautifully. So it's up to you, but for me, I will take some of this and I'm going to put it in a separate bowl. And I'm going to shred that and add some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. That's going to be put on my pulled pork sliders with that coleslaw. And the rest of it, I'm going to leave it in chunks because I may want to have that in another way tomorrow. And to shred this, I'm just going to take 2 forks and pull it apart. Pull the pork. So you want to get all those big pieces broken down to just shredded pork. There we go. And then to that, I'm going to add some of my Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. So you can add whatever barbecue sauce you like. But for me, it's always been the Sweet Baby Ray's original. Okay, now I just need to get my coleslaw stirred up. I'll get that out next, and we'll make some sliders. All right, I'm gonna make my pulled pork sliders. And so I'm using King's Hawaiian bread. That's my go-to. It's that really good soft roll that you can get in most grocery stores now. Put a heaping stack of pork, of pulled pork. A little bit more. And on top of that, a little coleslaw. Yes, it's a mess, but so delicious. So I have to get a fork in order to get the stuff that falls off. And you could have some baked beans with this. Tonight I'm going to have some potato salad and some potato chips. So why not have a few barbecued potato chips to go with that? And there we have it. Pulled pork sliders with potato salad and barbecued potato chips. Yummy. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and you'll be notified when we have another video coming out. Thank you for watching.